My experience with Donkey Kong Country for the Super Nintendo. Man, you know, guys, it means so much to me that I'm finally getting to this game. Donkey Kong Country means so much to me as a person. I have so much history, like so much history with this game. It is not, it's not even funny how much history I have with Donkey Kong Country. So, before I start with the background, all that stuff, I want to talk about my personal history with Donkey Kong Country before we really get into this. This means a lot to me as a person. Like, I literally mean this means a lot. So, when I was little, me and Louie were little, we always loved Mario, we always loved Donkey Kong, you know, Nintendo characters pretty much, right? And, you know, this is when I wasn't like, you know, this wasn't when I was like super, I mean, I was super Omega heavy into Donkey Kong even back in the day. Like, you know, I would play him a lot in Super Smash Brothers, I would play DK, you know, not only just in Super Smash Brothers, but it would be like, me, my friends, we would all like fucking role play as the Donkey Kong characters. Don't worry, we were all black or close to it. You know, and like Devin would be the nigga DK. I'd probably be like Diddy or something. Louie would be like, I don't know what Kong, but we would just have so much fun being like Donkey Kong and friends and all that shit. And that's not even just the beginning part of it. That's just a bit of it. But you know, Dad was even telling me, you've had a really big thing going on for Donkey Kong back in the day. And me and Louie also saw that Donkey Kong had a platformer game on the Snes. Now, we weren't born when the game came out, but we were like downloading it on like Happy Bay and stuff, like old-ass APK emulating type shit, where you can just get the... Like, they made the game its own little application that you just opened up, and it gives you a keyboard that you can play on and shit. And, low-key, it would just give you that. And, what's up, Jolo? How you doing, bro? It's, you know, and you play the game just like that. I didn't make it very far on my very first playthrough. I, like, made it to, like, maybe, like, World 2 with the minecarts. And that was the furthest I ever gone as a kid. Like, every single time I would try to replay it, like, it would just be too difficult, or I just wouldn't be, like, fully immersed into it. So... like this title suggests, this is really like my first time fully experiencing Donkey Kong Country, you know, for the Snes, the original version of the game. Not the fucking Game Boy Advance version or anything like that, which I probably will play in the future, when I feel like replaying these games again, you know, re-understanding its legacy. But, for the time being, I'm just gonna say this. This is my very first time experiencing Donkey Kong Country to its fullest extent. I did play Donkey Kong Country casually, like I went through it and just beat it from the first stage you unlock to the last one you go to. I didn't do any of the secret joints, any of the secret bonus rooms, or the hidden world, or whatever that this game has. I didn't do any of that. I didn't 100% this game. I just kind of went into it casually because I've never actually beaten it casually before until the making of this live stream. It really means a lot to me, you know. It's like I think about it now, and I'm about to get into its notes since it's been 4 minutes. Background: Donkey Kong Country is a 1994 platform video game developed by Rare and published by Nintendo for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, aka /SNES, the little SNES. Yeah, SNES. It's a reboot of Nintendo's Donkey Kong franchise, and it follows a gorilla, Donkey Kong, and his nephew, Diddy Kong, which the Donkey Kong that you're playing as in Donkey Kong Country and the Donkey Kong you guys see onward is not the same Donkey Kong that was in Donkey Kong's very first game called Donkey Kong. That was Cranky Kong that was fighting Mario all those years ago. Anyways, story. The original Donkey Kong from 1981 grew old and moves to Donkey Kong Island and takes on the Munketeer Cranky Kong, passing the Donkey Kong mantle down to his grandson. One night, the Kremlin, led by K. Rool, invaded DK Island and stole the Kong's hoard of bananas. Donkey Kong and Diddy set on a quest to get them back. That's pretty much the whole quest. The whole story in a nutshell. No cap, I haven't played much Donkey Kong. Honestly, you're missing out. Donkey Kong is really fucking good. And I'm not gonna lie, I was missing out too. As soon as I like got into this game seriously, when I was doing my experiences and doing notes, when I seriously got into this, I was missing out, okay? I was really, really missing out. I was missing out like fucking hell. And I was like, why did I miss out on such a legendary title such as Donkey Kong? And why did I not play it all the way through? You want to know why? Because I was a little ass kid and I had way different priorities back then. I wasn't, I had friends to play with. I wasn't like video game obsessive like I am now, like nowadays and shit. Aloha, what's up, Brendan? Number one, the Donkey Kong Country opening is badass as fuck, and the theme is freaking good, which is the theme I just played for you guys, is the Donkey Kong opening theme, and I also showed the opening at the beginning of the stream, so now you guys know. Number two, the first level of the game, Jungle Hijinks. This is the first level of the game, and it was kind of easy, but we got through it. And yeah, DK Island Swing is one of the greatest OSTs I have ever heard in my life. I'm going to put on DK Island Swing because I want you guys to listen to DK Island Swing. I'm not going to lie, I have this shit downloaded on Little Jimmy like that. Once I heard DK Island Swing, I was like, oh my fuck. I thought Rayman had really good, like, forest music, which he really does. He still does. Don't get it twisted. But when I heard Donkey Kong's forest music for the very first time, DK Island Swing fucking killed it for me, dude. I was blown away. Like, who created this? Lord and behold, the genius David Wise. Let me know if you guys can hear this. I better turn it down too so you guys don't get ear raped. Sorry, I get way too hyped when I'm playing. When that beat drop, bro. Bro, I heard that shit for the first time. Like, when I was a little kid, I didn't think much of it. But as an adult, now that it's funny me saying that because, the way I act in my videos is definitely not adult-like. But the fact that they had a banger like this in the beginning of their game, who doesn't want to sit there and listen to all of its beautiful, beautiful music. I'm sorry, but DK Island Swing for me and countless others easily put Donkey Kong back on the map. And it was up to David Wise to to make his music compete with like Super Mario World, Legends of Zelda, Metroid, all those series with their music and shit. It was up to David Wise to see if his music can stack up. And to be honest, with just this one song, I'm not saying it's solos or anything, but it's definitely right up there with them, or maybe even better. Holy shit! And I'm not kidding, the music in this game, Donkey Country 2 and Donkey Country 3, well, Donkey Country 3, a lot of people say, like, the music kind of slipped off, like, fell off a bit, compared to, like, David Wise's shit, which he did Donkey Kong Country 1, Donkey Kong Country 2. He took a break from 3. He did Donkey Kong, I can't remember if he did Returns, but I know he did Tropical Freeze, which, when we get to Tropical Freeze, just know, David Wise, okay, if you're watching this, whatever, it's the opening song as it's recognizable as Mario's ground theme. Yes! It is literally just as recognizable. If you hear this shit, even for a little, like, dude, if you ran up to me in a bar, put this shit up to my ear, I would have said DK right off the bat, because I know DK like that now, bro. It's like, this one song. And there's countless others from Donkey Kong Country 2, which I will talk about Donkey Kong Country 2 in its own video. I was originally going to do Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, and 3 in one video, but I felt like that would have been way too long. And, you know, I'm trying to, like, shorten down my Experience episodes and make them not too long. But, or at least, not do too many multiple shakes in one, because I feel like Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, and 3, they all deserve their own respective live stream dedicated to it. No cap, in my opinion. And I know countless people have already, like, talked to death about DK Island Swing and some others I'm not going to mention, you know, yet. But have you ever played the GBA versions? Not yet, but I've heard they are, like, remakes / remasters of those games. And they've improved upon things as well and changed some things. Like, they made the music, like, a little bit different and stuff. But other than that, I haven't played them. I just heard all those things about them. But low-key, I'm telling you, DK Island Swing, guys, it's the shit. Go listen to it. I'm putting the whole Donkey Kong Country OST in the description of this video. Go. Just do yourself a favor. And you're doing yourself a major disservice by not giving this shit a chance. Alright, the SNES versions are better. Yeah, to be honest, the SNES versions of the songs are better. And that's not nostalgia talking. I listened to Stickerbush Symphony and... oh my god. I can't wait to talk about Donkey Kong Country 2 because of that. That alone... Brendan, you played Donkey Kong Country 2. I think you know what I'm talking about when I mentioned Stickerbush Symphony or Forest Interlude. Oh my god. But anyways, my bad. Number 3, Ropey Rampage. This is the second level in the game, and the rain effect and the music went hard in this stage, and I'm telling you, it really did go hard. It went hard. I couldn't, dude. Oh my god. I'm sorry. It's just DK Island Swing. I still can't get that out of my head. I have it downloaded like a crazy person, just sitting there in his goddamn chair plotting the end of the universe. Just sitting there like, oh, we plotting in this bitch, bro. It's just goddamn. But anyways, number 4. Reptile Rumble. Bro, there were so many of these jumping Kremlins that scared the shit out of me in this level. Like, ooh, and there were snakes, which was kind of cool, too. I love how this level was, like a cave-like aesthetic, too. And by the way, for people that want to know the graphics, Donkey Kong Country is also known for having super crazy good graphics back in its era, when it was created. So, literally, when people looked at Donkey Country 2 is the game I taught my mom how to play games. She 102 the game. Holy shit, DK Island, Donkey Kong Country 2? You taught your mom how to play Donkey Kong Country 2? You're a G, Brandon. Holy shit. No one taught me how to play the Donkey Kong Country games. I had to literally teach myself. Which, can I just put on DK Island Swing again? Can I please put on DK Island Swing again? Please? Okay, one more time. Bro, I'm about to rip my shirt or something. And I'm not kidding, I get hype every single time I hear this theme, bro. Like, I get in the Donkey Kong groove, bro. Like, I want to be Donkey Kong and climb trees and shit. I'm sorry, it's just Legends. Yeah, she was not good at games, but her playing DKC, I don't know how she did that, bro. And by the way, I'm not kidding. I'm sitting here, like in my chair right now. I am sitting here getting hyped to do the fucking video, having this theme in the background at fucking 4 in the morning. At 4, bro. Keep in mind, like I had this shit in my notes for months, and now I'm finally getting like Donkey Kong out of my system. I remember when I didn't want to play this for the channel because I wanted to experience this in its full glory whenever I felt like it, and I felt like if I did a playthrough on this series before my experience shit, oh dude, I'm telling you, man, that would have been one hell of an experience. But you know, I didn't think about streaming Snes games back then, you know, or too many of them. And plus, you know, I know another thing, the Snes emulator I was using. Funny part is, I couldn't hear a lot of the music when I was playing the Snes games on my tablet. So, funny thing is, when I heard Sticker Bush Symphony, it wasn't for in the game for the first time. It was actually out of game, and I actually had to listen to it on YouTube or something because the audio, when it's out loud, without like Bluetooth headphones or something, or a good headset, the audio fucking sucks. I can barely pick it up. So the music, I couldn't even hear the music when I was playing Donkey Kong Country. So when I listened to the whole OST on YouTube, oh my god, I flipped out because of how good it was. Turn it up. Oh, you bet your mama I'm turning it up. Yeah, she played DK2 and got really good, and she played all the SNES DK games, and she completed each game on her own. Hi, Alex. Hi, Lucas. Jolo's like, yo, Alex got the good shit. And I'm like, hell yeah, I got the good shit of Donkey Kong. What the fuck else it be? She was not good at Mario, but DK was her jam. Respect. It's such a good song. Bro, I could fucking like... And DK's harder than Mario. Yeah, DK's harder than... Yeah, I know DK's harder than Mario. That's been a thing. That's crazy how your mom can get behind Donkey Kong, but like not Mario. That's crazy. Hey, you know what? That just shows, you know, some things, some games are more difficult for other people than others. Like, for example, like Donkey Kong's easier for your mom to get into, but Mario's a little bit harder because, you know, some things just doesn't feel right, you know, or something. You know what I'm saying? But sorry for pausing. It's just, we need to talk about the next level. And this is another song that David Wise... Everyone, hashtag David Wise is a god or a goat in the chat, because this next theme really put David Wise on the map again. He did it again with this theme right here. Alright, this is the next level I'm about to talk about it. Number 5, Coral Capers. This was the first water level, and it was so good and very chill. Even if I died once, Aquatic Ambulance is goated. Here it is. Aquatic Ambulance. Every time I hear this song, yeah, my mom is better than me at DKC. She mastered each Kong, and there's different abilities and found all the secrets. This song is a jam. Bro, like I said, David Wise, okay, is a fucking genius in that music studio. Wait till we get the Donkey Kong Country 2 someday. I'm telling you, don't worry, I played all 3 games, don't worry. We won't, let me say actually. Let me go back in my notes, let me actually tell y'all how long we need to wait. Actually, like, after this live stream, I have, like, 2 more live streams, and then we're talking about Donkey Kong Country 2, so, straight up, not that long. I actually cannot wait to get to Donkey Kong Country 2, because Donkey Kong Country 1 is really what started a legendary series, bro. The beginning of a legend, I'm calling it that. Donkey Kong Country, my experience with Donkey Kong Country Snes version, the beginning of a legendary video game franchise, and I'm not kidding. David Wise once again did it again with Aquatic Ambulance. If this is not on the level of Dire Docks from Super Mario 64, Super Mario World's water music, I'm sorry, bro, but I can't. I'm like, if you said this theme is trash or anything, get the fuck out of my chat. I'm not kidding. Like, same with DK, like, DK and the Swing. If you say those songs are trash, you're clearly, like, into American rap music or some shit. Get out of my chat. Get out. Out. Don't want to see you. Don't want to see you, don't want to meet you. Get out. If you say either one of these songs are trash, I'm not kidding. Like, out. I'm not kidding. I actually genuinely, like, my body felt relaxed. When I was playing this level and this theme was in the background, I swear, Donkey Kong Country music gets you in ways that I did not expect. And to be straight up with you, you guys know how I am when it comes to music and video games. I love that shit. It is easily one of my favorite things in video games of all time. And Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, like Donkey Kong Country, Super Mario, Metroid, Luigi's Mansion series, you name it, Crash Bandicoot, Conker's Bad Fur Day, all the games I've played has such a good demonstration of of such good music that I listen to that it's literally become my fucking type of music I listen to, because, and Donkey Kong is a proud example of why I listen to video game music and why I think it's sometimes even better than music from these times. Easily better than music from this day and age. Easily. The DK Snes soundtrack is outdated, but people remake the soundtrack almost every year and it gets better each time. It really does get better each time. And it's crazy. And honestly, I remember Liam Triforce. He's another YouTuber I know. He made a whole 25-minute Donkey Kong video, understanding the music of Donkey Kong Country. It is a really good video, and I suggest you guys go check that out. Obviously after this stream. But the fact that David Wise put this music in this game, even with the limitations that he had with the SNES hardware, is fucking golden. And I couldn't believe it when I heard it. It warmed my heart hearing this track. Just, oh, so beautiful, so good. Sorry, it's so fucking good that I live in a world where video game music is just the thing, dude. Anyways, number 6, Barrel Canyon Canyon. This level pissed me off a bit. I was dying a lot, and there was a lot of barrels in this level. I didn't really put too much nose down for each level, but just... I'm actually getting emotional, dude, because Donkey Kong Country music really gets me in different moods, bro. 7, the fact that you can only save the game at Candy Spot is kind of gay, not going to hold you, unless you're on an emulator like myself. So... one of the things that I think is kind of a negative in Donkey Kong Country is the only places you can save at is Candy's shop in the original Donkey Kong Country game. You can't just up and save like modern games where it's like you have it auto saves for you. Nope, it does not auto save. It just straight up. A lot of music nowadays has good beat but bad or nasty lyrics. Yeah, on God, there's like swearing, and then, like, I mean, I'm not saying swearing's a bad thing. I swear all the damn time, but it's like, I don't know. Music nowadays is just not my fucking thing. That's why I listen to a lot of 90s, early 2000s, 2010s, 12s, 5s, 06, you know, 1990s, 1980s, early 90s, later 90s. You know what I'm saying? I listen to music like that, and video game music of the same kind. But anyways, the fact that you can't save all the time in Donkey Country is really one of its flaws, to be honest. And I'm sorry, but it's like, when I think about that, I kind of feel like that's a little unfair. I know SNES games were, you know, those were games that were meant to be hard, you know what I'm saying? Donkey Kong Country is not an easy game to, like, play and beat. Alright, you gotta be precise with this shit, I'm telling you. But the fact that you can only say the candies really did bother me. But since I was on emulator, it wasn't that bad. But for people that are playing this on the original SNES hardware, or, you know, just any type of version that isn't emulated, that's like your only save, and it kind of sucks. Number 8, Very Gonti's Lair. This boss fight was a literal fucking joke. Jump on him 4 times and the battle's over. If you take the lyrics out, you can hear the beat and it's good, but not a lot of people know how to do that. True. Number 9, Winky's Walkway. Wasn't even that bad of a stage. It was quite easy, to be honest. Number 10. This was the level that got me stuck back when I was a little kid. And Brendan might know it. Minecart Carnage. This stage really pissed me off. I kept dying over and over again. After I slept and woke up, I did it this level first try, which I'm just like, what the fuck? Because sometimes, like, when I play games, I struggle on something so bad that it's like, I need to get off and take a break or something, or go nap, because you guys know me, when I play video games, I tend to stress out a lot, and nowadays it's even worse. You know, especially after Crash Bandicoot, where if I'm struggling for even a short period of time, my mind goes into panic mode and I start getting really fucking angry about my situation, and it's almost like an instinct nowadays, like, it's mentally taking a toll on me, and since, you know, I'm not really the strongest in, like, I mean, I'm average in mental, but I swear to God, when I'm panicking in a video game, that mental state just goes flying out the window, that calm state. I'm fucking sweating, as you guys can see right here, I have a little bit of my fucking deodorant on my fucking shirt. Yeah, I'm breaking controllers over my games and shit. I'm sweating, I'm swearing words I don't even know what they mean. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, Brendan, you know my pain, yep. Brendan knows exactly what I'm talking about when we mention the minecart levels. Them were bitches. Telling you, in Donkey Kong Country, they are no fucking joke. The first one's easy, but like, later down the line, these minecart levels, oh boy, they get bad. Like, hard as fuck. Like, I'm surprised I even made it through one of them. You know, but anyways, this was the level that really made me quit back in the day, or made me, like, just stop playing. And I can see why. I low-key see why I stopped playing. It was really difficult, and, you know, I wasn't into that difficult shit. I'd never, like, push myself when it comes to video games, you know? If it was too much for me, I wouldn't do it. I would always have, like, Louie do it. And I remember it was such a thing that, like, hear me out. It was such a thing that my dad one day kind of came in and was like, what are you playing, son? And I'm playing Donkey Country. Oh, you might need to let Louie do that. That shit's hard. And I was like, what? Like, in my mind, I was like, wait a minute, what? Because, keep this in mind, guys. This is way after, when I saw a minecart level in Minecraft's, first thing that came to my mind was DKC's minecart levels. It's PTSD. On God. Yeah, I heard those old Donkey Kong games are tough. Yeah. Really are tough. But I remember my dad came in, was like, you know, what I said earlier, and I was like, wait a minute, what? Because this was after I fully completed Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, meaning 1, 2, and 3, multiple times over. This is after I beaten Crash Bandicoot 4 100%. This is way after that, right? And I was like, I don't need Louie to help me with video games anymore. First of all, I did Thousand Year Door earlier, which that's a hard game in itself, and the original Paper Mario 2, and tons of games that were easy and hard. I'm kind of used to playing difficult stuff now, Dad. You know, it was kind of a weird thing, because it didn't, like, I mean, it kind of hurt me a little bit, because it was like, I played, like, hard games now, like Elden Ring, Kingdom Hearts, you know, Lingering Will and stuff. I did fight Yuzora in Kingdom Hearts 3, not for very long, of course. I got humiliated, but my point still stands, right? I've played hard games, so, like, when Dad said, this is too hard for you, let your brother do this shit, it was kind of like, no, in a way, because I didn't want that. I wanted to beat Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, and 3 by myself, and plus, I'm way more into Donkey Kong than Louie has in his life. Louie doesn't play platformers. That motherfucker be playing Dragon Ball Z and almost nothing else. So it's like, leave the platformers to me. You know what I'm saying? That's my cup of tea. I love fucking platformers, but it's like, I just remember that moment. And I was in World, like, I think 2 or 3 at the time when that happened. But yeah, I remember that bothered me a little bit when I was going through it. Let me read comments. Yeah, seriously, holy shit, man. Bouncy Bazania. I love the name for this level because there's so much shit in this cave level that will make you bounce, bouncy, bouncing tires, bouncing crocodile enemies, and those bee-like guys too. Overall, I enjoyed the level. Like, this level really made you bouncy and, like, insecure if I should jump on that enemy or not. I remember, like, going into this cave level and I was scared shitless. I'm sorry. I love DK Island Swing way too fucking much for my own good. I think Brandon might be the only person that's played Donkey Kong Country through and through. I think when I mentioned this level, if you're a little kid going through this shit, you're having fucking nightmares. Stop and Go Station. The only hard levels in DKC was the Crystal Mines last level with the conveyor belts, having you do perfect jumps, and if you miss one power barrel, yeah, holy shit! I can't wait to talk about that because, oh my god, I struggled on that a lot. Bro. Stop and Go Station, Brendan. Tell me I'm not wrong. When you first play DKC, and you're wondering, what the fuck do they mean stop and go? This level right here stressed me out. I remember going through this, and I understood the level gimmick, the theming of it. I understood what they wanted me to do and shit. Like, the whole level was based off of these crocodiles that you can't kill. And there's also a harder version of this stage in the game, but it's just to give you guys an idea of what I'm talking about. Yeah, look at those crocodiles. So the only way you can stop them is hitting that stop and go barrel. And I remember that level gave me some serious issues. I never forgot about them stop and go shits. And I'm actually currently playing Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze right now. So I don't know if they reintroduced that in the game, but if they do, I'm fucking fucked, alright, if they reintroduce that. Because I don't know how I'm gonna handle it. But anyways, stop and go station. This level was really cool because there were stop and go barrels that you have to jump to in order to stop these Kremlin enemies from moving, and they can't get beat by your moves. They're invincible unless you use that stop barrel because it puts them to sleep. No cap, they got me quite a few times, and they really have. I remember playing this level and they fucked me over because I remember I pressed the barrel and I was going too far and I forgot to press the next barrel, and like they fucked me quite a few times by that shit. And Alex, do not show the level Squawks and the Light. Oh, Squawks and the Light. I think that's in my notes here. Hold on, I gotta find it. Because remember, I didn't play all the levels in the game, but I think I do remember, like, a level like that being in here. Oh my god, it was awful dealing with that stop and go shit. It was bad. Like, I was surprised on how bad it was. It was like, holy shit, you know what I'm saying? It was like, whoa, dude, chill out, bro. But anyways, let me just dial it back a bit. You know, it's just, before I continue, like, speaking, like, the next level and stuff, I'm just very,
With ally.
fucking at. I'm very grateful. Do not play DKC if you have epilepsy. If you do, play DKC the GBA. Oh yeah, they didn't give you an epilepsy warning in the Super Nintendo version. Like, you quite literally had to deal with that shit. Or you can't physically play. Honestly, video games back then, they were not thinking about epilepsy at all. Nowadays, that's like a common ass thing people think about. Like, if you have epilepsy, go see a doctor before you can play this shit. Like, that's so common nowadays. I didn't even realize that back then. Like, back then, video games, they will not say that shit. They'll be like, suck it up or do not play. Or they'll say that shit in the manuals, just not like in-game text where the game starts, you know? I miss those days. What the fuck happened with the fucking popping your game and it starts? Like, there's so many loading shits before a game starts nowadays. Don't you just miss the time where it's just like, there goes the game? You know, but anyways, I'm just so grateful and appreciative that I get to do videos like this all the time, no matter what. And because of this series I created and because you guys keep watching, I am playing like multiple games, like year in, year out. DK2 and DK3 are safe. It's just DKC that must be warned about. Yeah, the Donkey Kong Country, the first one, had that stop and go shit, and that green and red flickering can really fuck with your eyes. And some other instances too, I do remember. But, you know, and I feel like I don't say this enough, like, me thanking you guys and shit. And also, can we get this, like, channel back to 2.2K? I have not pretty much moved from 2.1K to 2.2K in a long time. I have never even seen 2.3K even happen on this channel. So if you guys can, you know, maybe get some friends to tag along, you know, subscribe, suggest them a video of mine maybe, like a short or some shit. See if they enjoy that, you know, that'll be nice, fuck. Because I was thinking about generally wanting to try and grow again, you know, maybe not get, maybe like retry to grow out this channel again, because I stopped doing that for a long time. But I'm still gonna do the shit that I usually do. Don't worry about that. I'm not gonna, like, do the whole YouTuber change shit. But anyways, back to what I was saying about the game. Let's talk about the game, shall we? 13, Milestone Mayhem. I love this level because we're at this ruined and forgotten temple, which I'm not gonna say it gave me Crash Bandicoot vibes. It did. It really did, because, you know, Crash Bandicoot's the one always going in temples and shit, fucking with that stuff, you know what I'm saying? So, like, when I saw it in Donkey Kong, I was like, oh, shit, Crash Bandicoot did this, or vice versa. Crash did the temple thing, you know? And the Forgotten Temple, and there was new enemies here, too. Two of them actually, we got a Kremlin you can't kill with your attacks, and we got a rat rolling in like a old circular piece of space. It was weird. Like, the enemies here were weird. Like, there was these big ass bug Kremlins and shit where you can just kill them. You know, DK's the only one that can kill those guys since he's big. And I think I mentioned it later in my notes too, but I also love the dynamic Donkey Kong and Diddy have in this game. For example, DK is slower but stronger. Alright, and he doesn't jump as high. Diddy Kong is fast. Everything about him is fast. He's fast on his feet. He can attack really fast too. He can do cartwheels over multiple enemies. DK can roll, you know, roll a bit and shit. And all that stuff. But Diddy can't kill strong enemies. He can't kill really big enemies. He has to have DK handle that. I love that dynamic where it makes the Kongs feel different from each other. Like, which one do you want to play first? Cruiser, I think, is the one where only Donkey Kong can kill. Yeah, one of the big ones. I don't really name the Kremlins by name. I always kind of forget about them. I know that's like a sin in Donkey Kong Country. I'm sorry. But it's like, I don't remember Donkey Kong enemies or ally names other than like DK, Diddy, King K. Rool, Funky Kong, Dixie Kong, Cranky Kong. You know what I'm saying? Like the Kong family. Lanky Kong, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't forget about them, but I forget mainly about, like, what the enemies' names, other than them being Kremlins, like the crocodiles, they're Kremlins, the bees are, like, these hornet-looking fucking things, I don't know what they're called, you know, and then the buddies in this game, which I'll probably mention here soon, but still, you get my point. Number 14, Necky's Nuts Boss Battle. I died once here because I didn't understand the fight, but I immediately understood how to take on Necky after I died. And this bird was definitely a better boss fight from the last one, which the last boss fight in this game was a complete joke. I won't lie to you guys, it was a joke. A bad one, in fact, because I remember, by the way, I yelled a lot yesterday, so if I sound any different than in this video than I did last my experience, it is literally because of that. I yelled for an hour straight, or 2 hours straight pretty much, on Multiverses with Renee. That's why you see Alex on Multiverses be like type clip thing. That wasn't taken yesterday, but it was uploaded yesterday or the 2 days before that, whatever. Anyways, did you know Donkey Kong, when translated, is stupid stupid? Seriously? I didn't know that. Number 15, Vulture Culture. Lots of birds and baby bird enemies, or should I say lots of vulture and baby vulture enemies, like in this level. 16, Treetop Town. I love this level name, and the level itself is so good. Not only we are shooting out of barrels to make it across, but we are running on like treetops, like tree houses, like house bridges. You know, like how really old-fashioned people used to live, like in big trees, and their old house were made of trees and stuff. I really love that type of environment. And we get to see in the background like tree houses and all that stuff, which was so cool to me when playing through this game for the first time and passing up that minecart level, because anything past that minecart level I've never seen in DK Country 1. And with DK Country 2 and 3, I never knew Donkey Kong Country had 2 more shits, to be honest with you. And if I did, I completely forgot he had 2 more games after DK1. Me and Louie remember DK1 very fondly. Didn't play all of it, but we loved it. We liked it. We liked what we played. It's not that we hated it or anything. But yeah, Kong means stupid, and donkey is an animal, but back in the day, people used to insult people with you as a stupid as a donkey. Yeah. I know that. 17, Funky Flights. His beat is badass in this game, and the fact he gives you a faster way to travel is awesome too. Like, he gives you like a little plane barrel ship where you guys are in that barrel ship plane, and then you guys fly to whatever level you want to go a little bit quicker than your usual Donkey and Diddy on the map running to the location. You know, it's kind of cool. Number 18, Cranky Kong's really cool. He gives the player advice on what to do for the next or said level. Or just random shit that he brings up. Level or about to do, or gives you 2 cents on certain things. And I kind of like that. I like how Cranky Kong kind of went from old Donkey Kong that gives Mario problems to helping his grandson and his, Diddy and shit out. Telling him about his experiences, how you should handle this level. Should I tell you a secret? And I love when he gives you his 2 cents, talking about how video games back in his day were harder than new kid games and stuff. Always shitting on the new gen. I feel like that's gonna be me as an old person. I feel like when I am 50, 60 years old, I feel like I'm gonna be like, since I'm very nostalgic for video games, like older titles and stuff. I'm a guy that loves older titles. Sometimes more than the newer titles. I'm not trying to say all the time, because I do respect the new titles when they rightfully earn that respect, obviously. I don't just sit here and say old games are always better. If I stayed in that mentality, I would have said like Galaxy or whatever sucks, and that game's way older than the one I'm talking about now, or way younger. Not older, my apologies. Even Candy Shop thing got a little bit of something, but I really feel like I'm gonna be like Cranky Kong, like when I really get old, and be like an oh shit, like I'm gonna like kind of tell these kids like you should go play Donkey Kong Country, even though they don't even know what the fuck a Donkey Kong is, most likely, or whatever. Nah, man, I'm cool. I'm just gonna play Odyssey Onward. It's like, bro, have you not played Galaxy 1, Galaxy 2? Like anything? Donkey Kong Country Returns for the Wii at least? Nah, bro, I just play Tropical Freeze on the Switch. That's the only Donkey Kong Country game that matters. This boy don't know the classics. But anyways, I feel like I'm just gonna be like that. Sorry for going off topic a little bit. I just feel like I'm gonna be Cranky Kong when I'm older. 19, Force Frenzy. Bro, we're going rope to rope this level, avoiding enemies, which was really fun, even if I was dying a lot. Donkey Kong Country Return to Tropical Freeze is good. Freeze is them mastering the system. Yeah! Because I remember Donkey Kong Country Returns, like, people liked it. But, like, when Tropical Freeze came out, that was the game everyone went to after, Returns. No one was playing Returns anymore, right? I feel like in some people's eyes, they respect. Because I remember when I watched Liam Triforce's video on Donkey Kong Country, he liked Returns, but he felt like Tropical Freeze did the music references better, and the game itself was handled better than Returns. And I've never played Returns. I might play Returns, alright? You know, if I ever did another Wii again, or if Nintendo Switch does the whole emulate Wii games, I might give Returns a shot, obviously. But I might play it like more on the casual side compared to Tropical Freeze. Like I am with Donkey Kong C1, Donkey Kong C2, Donkey Kong C3, because I didn't want to like do all the levels. I kind of just wanted to play it through for the first time. Maybe when I go back, I might just go ahead and try doing the bonus rooms and stuff, but I heard you have to do a lot of that in your first tries and all that stuff. Also, Crash Force shit, I'm not having it, you know? But anyways, as I was saying, Forest Frenzy is a really good level, and I think swinging on ropes a lot was really fun, and I'm glad I did. Return, in my opinion, is the hardest DKC in the main series. Are you serious? Harder than Tropical Freeze? Because I also heard in Tropical Freeze, in order to 200% the game, you have to literally redo the entire game again and pick only one Kong. You only have one life, and there's no checkpoints. You know, and I'm actually not going to do that. When I get my Tropical Freeze, my experience out, I'm not doing that mode. I'm going to be straight with y'all. I'm not doing that 200% bullshit. To be honest. But anyways. Number 20, Temple Tempest. This temple level was very fun because you have the rat in a giant circle chasing you down for most of the level, and the blue jumping Kremlins come up every now and again trying to fuck you over, and I love that. I really love that. A lot of unfairness in Returns. Hope you have a lot of lives. Okay. Like, I'm gonna be, unfairness? I'm gonna be honest, I don't like unfairness, bro. I like difficult but fair. You know what I'm saying? Like, not straight up unfair, because I can't handle unfair shit. As you guys see with my Crash Bandicoot 4 video, my experiences on it. Look what happened to me there. You know, I suffered from minor PTSD, / all sorts of shit. Literally, Crash 4 would be the only thing I'm talking about, like the people, because it brought me to such a fucked up state. But I really love that level. My fucking voice is getting worse. After this live stream, for sure, I'm definitely gonna be coming back. Obviously, like next Friday and doing the next shit, so we can get on with it, you know. But anyways, 21. Orangutan Gang. I loved it here, no cap. I loved every single second of this stage. From the beginning in the forest to the jungle too. The OST in this level was a banger. I'm gonna find that. The unfairness comes from the jetpack levels. Freeze is easier, but of course, in my opinion, it might be easier for you. So far, sure, there was some unfair stuff in Freeze, but right now, like, getting the puzzle pieces and the Kong letters are enjoyable. I'm actually having a lot more fun time doing that because I'm actually looking up a guide as I'm doing the level. So, like, I don't stress out on, like, having to replay the levels over and over and over again, because I'm not making the same mistake I did with Crash Bandicoot 4 ever again, where I went in the level without looking it up on YouTube, having a guide right on the side. Just never again. But anyways, 22, Clam City. I love how this level's name is, Clam City. It's Clam City, but it's freaking crazy. You got fish sharks and clams everywhere in very good spots. I died a lot here, but I didn't hate the stage. Like, I don't know why in my mind there's some stages that I can't forgive for me dying so much, and then there's other stages that you guys would think I wouldn't forgive either, but then again I sit there and be like, you know what, it was a good stage at the end of the day. It's so weird how it works sometimes. I don't understand, because I'm thinking about it now, and I'm like, I remember doing this stage when I was just playing through it. And I remember I died a lot here. There's a lot of sharks I couldn't, like, take out. Because, and remember, I'm in Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, and 3, the originals, you couldn't, like, do any sort of attack underwater to enemies. That was only introduced in Returns and Freeze, the next two games, by Retro Studios, the same people that made the Metroid Prime games. But, I'm just thinking about it, I died a lot. Like, I died a lot here. But the music obviously kept me going, you know, and I just did it. So that's it on that. 23. Bumblebee Rumble. I beat this boss my very first try, and he was very fast, but his patterns were kind of predictable. Okay, no cap, I got beginner's luck on that boss, even though we're far from the beginning of the game. I remember when I fought Bumblebee Rumble for the first time, and I was like, I actually got really lucky. Like, at least I felt like I did, because compared to other bosses where I died on the second one, I died once on the second one, but on the first I absolutely called it a joke and didn't die at all and only took like 5 seconds. I sat there and I thought about it, and I was like, did I get beginner's luck because this is my first time running through it, or it's like, or was he really just that predictable? It's either one of the two, but I felt like he was a mix of predictable, but also, you know, since I have tons of experience with platformers, I feel like that's kind of what helped me out here. Like, for example, let's say if Donkey Kong Country was your very first platformer, you'd be dying on all these levels all the fucking time due to shit that you don't understand. Like, even me, someone that's a platforming veteran that's played a lot of Super Mario, a lot of Crash Bandicoot, a lot of Pac-Man, alright, in terms of platformers, yes, I've played Pac-Man a lot. A lot of Banjo, you know what I'm saying? A lot of fucking Metroids type, a lot of Sonic type platforming, a lot of fucking, a little bit of Shantae platforming, a little bit of Smidge. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of platforming experience because those are my type of games, so I feel like it's not because of like, because let's be honest, when I play a game, regardless of what game it is, I start at the level of being dog shit at it, but then I progressively get a little bit better as we move along and shit. At least I feel like. But I really felt like I really had beginner's luck in that shit. 24, Snow Barrel Blast. Bro, I really like how the first few minutes of the stage is chill, and the game cranks it up a notch midway through, and I loved it how I had to jump on vultures to get to platforms, and it was amazing, not gonna hold you. Yes, I'll link the entire Snes description in below for the video, so you guys can get the whole OST of Donkey Kong Country. This is such a legendary game. I'm sorry for, like, pausing and just in my mind. It's like, I can't fathom the fact that I'm actually able to, like, like, I'm finally talking about Donkey Kong after, like, so long of, like, not bringing him up, you know, to anybody other than, like, maybe Chris and shit and Nick a bit. You know, talking about how I love his music and shit. And my PlayStation profile picture is actually Donkey Kong. If you, like, best friend request me, you'll see the Donkey Kong picture icon. I'm sorry, I just couldn't believe it. And this level was so good, too. The level I just discussed about. But anyways, I need to get this stream, like, out of the way. But I am so happy I'm talking about Donkey Kong Country. It may not look it because I can't express it in my voice, and usually I express my happiness with my voice of, like, yelling and stuff. Which I kind of did a little bit in the beginning of the stream when my voice was alright, but now it kind of hurts. So, now you'll be probably hearing me definitely sound different. "25, Slip and Slide Ride. This stage was really cool, not only we were platforming, but the ropes were different. Bluish green rope that bring you up, and reddish ones that bring you down. And I honestly thought my controller was messing with me, but it was the ropes themselves. But either way, I enjoyed it. And I enjoyed it more because of that, because it was like the ropes. The ropes that I'm used to swinging on, they don't do that. I climb up, or I climb down, or I fall down by my own means. Ropes don't fucking have acceleration and deceleration. Like, you know what I'm saying? Acceleration upward or downward. I've never seen that in a platformer. Or at least to my, like, at least currently, I don't remember slopes fucking having the ability to bring you upwards to spikes or bring you downwards to death. Other than, like, slippy shit. I mean, I've seen it before, but it was like so unique to me since I haven't seen it in a long time, and I wasn't expecting Donkey Kong to, like, do that type of shit. And remember, this was, like, new to me, so keep that in mind. But it was crazy. I still really enjoyed this first little crystal cave level, the very first one. I really did enjoy it. 26, Ice Age Alley. This level was just tough in a good way. That's all, folks. Like, to be honest, Ice Age Alley was just a tough level for me, and I pretty much just kept it at that. I can't say nothing more on that. It's literally, that's what I put in my notes. 27, Croctopus Chase. I was getting chased by a Croctopuses the whole level, and it was long but fun. Like, you guys know me, I'm so used to chase levels because of Crash Bandicoot's Boulder or Polar Bear chase level that they have in that respective series. And my bad if I'm, like, comparing Crash and Donkey Kong so much. It's just that they do so much in common, and they handle things in completely different ways and stuff. But at the end of the day, they're both difficult platformers, but with both of them having some moments of unfairness, but most of the time it's fair. Can't believe I said that about Donkey Kong Country. Anyways, 28. I love all the animal buddies you have in this game. Rhino, which is Rambi, I do remember that. He can run and automatically whack enemies off the map and break walls to reveal secret areas. We got this Flamingo, which is a bird. He flies really fast, and he glides to get to places pretty much. So Flamingo can, he runs really fast, the Flamingo. I thought it was like the bird buddy that I was talking about. No. Flamingo, he basically runs really fast, but he also can glide for a period of time too. Just run off a cliff and, like, jump, like, constantly press the A button to keep him flapping his wings and shit. He's actually a pretty good buddy. Long-nosed fish or shark. I don't remember the fish, but I remember it's like the long-nosed fish or shark or something, some type of fish. He can help you move faster underwater and can take out underwater enemies, which is very useful underwater. Little green bird. He gives us light when we can't see very well. Very useful for dark levels, and literally that's his only use. The frog, he has crazy good jumping ability. That's pretty much the frog. And I want to apologize again for, I know there's probably going to be people watching this being like, I cannot believe this motherfucker just called the animal buddies Rhino, Flamingo, long-nosed fish, little green bird, and frog. He just called them the animals that they are. He didn't even know their fucking names. And he calls himself a Donkey Kong Country fan. It's like, bro, relax, bro. I can't remember every single little name they give me. Alright? I have a lot going on in the membrane as it is. And, you know, I do remember Rambi, and I think I do remember, like, Squawks. But I think that was from Donkey Kong Country 2. The bird's name. Like, the bird that we actually get to play as in Donkey Kong Country 2. But still, I was just thinking about it. My bad. But yeah. 29. Torchlight Trouble. One of the shortest, if not the shortest level in the game. But this level threw me off, like, bad. Like, all these jumps you gotta make. Torchlight Trouble is pretty much a level where it's like you're in a dark setting. And, you need to constantly, like, I think it was like keeping the place lit. Brendan, help me remember this shit. Trying to remember the level Torchlight Trouble. Actually, let me look it up. I think it was another stop and go level, to be honest. Torchlight trouble. No. Torchlight, yeah, exactly. It was keeping the bird's light on you guys the whole game. And that's what the little bird does. That's all he does, in the first game at least. That's all he does. He holds a light that you guys need to use in order to see. And you guys gotta make sure you can't get hit all the time. Otherwise, you're just kind of fucked. Okay. Because I literally just remembered. Sorry, it's just that I just thought about that, and I remember you had to, near the ending of that level, you had to make a lot of crazy jumps. And my bad for being silent. I have to find like the right themes and shit.
Metals like nickel, chromium, and lead that can damage your lungs.
Berlin uses this a lot in his videos. 30, Rope Bridge Rumble. Bro, this level was another tree rooftop like level, and it was fun until this moving mini platforms with tires you need to bounce on came in. Had to do this for like the second half of the stage. And you guys know me, I love platforming stages, but when they like change up like that, like the whole level just changes from going from treetop to treetop cut ground to bouncing off something the entire level, otherwise you're bouncing, you fall into nothingness. I don't like that. I remember that really threw me off when I first played. Probably won't throw me off again when I replay. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But, now just thinking about it, I loved the level until that part. There was a lot of bouncing on tires, and I had to be precise with those jumps, too. 31, really Granti's Rampage. Or Granti's Rampage. Bro, man's Granti was still easy. He just threw me off with his new move, which making big ass hop over to near my last spot. I was at the other, then that's pretty, it's still pretty easy. Didn't even get hit. So like when Granti returned, he was like a little bit more difficult, / I didn't predict like he could have the ability to jump over to my last location, like my last spot. Like have a super long leap over there, but he's still like super easy to deal with. 32, Oil Drum Alley. This level was no joke. This level was freaking tough. Also, I love how we're in a factory. So like in this game, Oil Drum Alley was the first like factory level that you get in Donkey Kong Country. It was the first factory level in the entire series. And it was just kind of cool how we got there, got at that point. 33, Trick Track Trek. Bro, one of these stages where you have to stay on a moving platform dodging enemies or enemies' attacks. No cap, this one was bullshit. I remember not enjoying that one. Uh, 34. Elevator Antics. Bro, the level name doesn't freaking lie. A lot of elevator bullshit, not gonna lie. 34. Poison Pond. Dude, this water level was fucking tough and pretty damn annoying to get through. Honestly, like what the hell, bro? Fish and squids everywhere trying to kill me. I remember I was not enjoying the Poison Pond level. I always kind of disliked that one. 36. Minecart Madness. Another minecart level, and it's straight up bullshit. You got enemies flying at me from every direction, above me, in front of me, all that shit, man. Pretty stressful, I might add. I remember that level really stressing me out. Like I said, minecart levels in Donkey Kong Country just get harder and harder. Like, they start easy, or they start normal, but then they just get harder and harder as it goes along. 37, Blackout Basement. Bro, this level is fucking mad. So throughout the whole level, it switches to being able to see, and not being able to see. And the crazy part is, you never know what enemy is going to be on that platform you jumped on. Fucking crazy. And I wanna show you guys Blackout Basement. Blackout Basement.
You're late.
Got an ad, fucking hell. Don't you just hate these ads, guys? I hate them. Because I have to sit and watch them every fucking time. It's gonna be over in a bit. This is what I was talking about. Where it goes in and out of light. And the reason why this level freaked me out was that exact reason too. The exact reason why this level freaked me out. I remember, oh shit, my tablet's at 33. Hold on now. Let me save it. Sorry if the audio got a little squeaky or anything like that. We're gonna go over here now with less light. Or more light. My stream fucked up or any indicated capacity? No, it's not. It's actually surprisingly doing pretty well for itself. Wow, even my fucking internet wants me to do Donkey Kong fucking Country. Jesus. The internet was like, okay, we'll do better for your shits. And I'm telling them, thank you for that. But yeah, I remember that was the main reason why Blackout Basement really stressed me out. 38, Boss Dumb Drum. I was up against a giant drum that shat out each enemy. The regular Kremlins, the snake, the little Kremlins, the armored Kremlins, and armadillos, which was a really cool boss battle gauntlet. And it was kind of hard at first, I won't lie. And I didn't beat the boss in my first try. Took me a few tries, but I eventually beat him / figured out how to fight him, which was awesome. I love that. That they did like a boss gauntlet type of thing, because platformers don't really usually do boss battle gauntlets. I know I'm saying that, but like I'm talking about like back in the day type of shit. Like other than like Rayman 1 PS1 with the whole fusion of bosses, which is kind of like a gauntlet in a way. Other than maybe like a few times type shit, you know. Other than that, yeah. But anyways, 39. Tanked Up Trouble. This level, another stay on the moving platform light stage, but this time it requires fuel to keep going. And it has 4 bars, and if it drops to 0, you're a dead man. And this level pissed me off a lot. Brendan was literally talking about a level like this earlier in the stream, and I tried to be like, can't wait to talk about it. Now I talk about it. So literally, think of this as the platform. You're on it. You have to get fuel barrels every so often while trying to avoid enemies while staying on this platform, because this platform will constantly move. It will constantly move while you're throughout the stage, and you have to platform sometimes above it on platforms, all that other stuff. You literally have to. There is no other way. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. It was bad. It was bad in this one. But 40 is even worse. Manic Micers. Honestly, this level was way better than, or, okay, never mind. But Manic Micers, honestly, this level was way better than Tanked Up Trouble. I struggled a lot on that stage, but it makes sense to raise and lower the difficulty for levels. I get your Rareware, you know, because Rareware was like their whole name. You know, the developers that made the game. But anyways. But yeah, that Tanked Up Trouble was bullshit, and then the level under it was like a little bit easier. They kind of laid off the whole like difficulty shit. I love Donkey Kong Country's music, dude. 41, Misty Mines. Wasn't a super hard, but it was very annoying dying from enemies coming out of nowhere. Coming out of their spawn and respawn barrels. No cap. No cap. Pretty good level, though. Like, I still enjoyed it, but it really was annoying when enemies would come out of their respawn points. Like, they would respawn at their enemy points where I was, like, thinking it was a safe spot because I killed the enemy already. Not a safe spot. So I was kind of just sitting there like, yeah, I don't know. Alright, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Sorry, it's DK Island Sweet, man. You know, I gotta respect it. I remember there was a level taken out of the game. Fun fact. YouTube's like, I'm gonna have fun copyrighting the fuck out of this nigga. Which I don't care. I'm talking about Nintendo's old history, not like Mario Odyssey or something. That's where I'll be like, I understand Nintendo kind of cares. But it's like, yeah. Anyways, 42, Loopy Lights. This level was a fucking douchebag to play. Not even gonna cap. I'm not even gonna cap. So it's another switch the light on stage, and it's way harder because now you have jumping little kremlins everywhere. It's dark as shit, so you can't see. I'm just like, what the fuck is this stage? Because I remember I flipped out when the lights weren't gonna be like switched on for long. They were always on for a few seconds. You have to, it's like a dash to the next fucking barrel, otherwise you can't fucking see. And I remember that was such, oh, that was such a douchebag, man. I remember that was such a douchebag. Don't worry, guys, we're almost done with Donkey Kong Country 1, my experience. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Like and subscribe, please. Trying to grow my channel out again, ish. Let's just get the 2.2 subscribers, and then maybe we'll see about growing out the channel. Anyways, 43, Platform Perils. Like the name suggests, this level wasn't hell for me, though I'm so used to falling platforms and having to go in multiple different directions to make progress. It was a fun level though. Unlike the minecarts, which did affect me, like platforming's falling down and all that other stuff just wasn't important to me. It was straight up like, fuck, nigga. Sorry. Why is... Hey, are you guys still here in the chat? Because let me see if my YouTube's fucked up. Oh, whoops, not that button. Okay, I'm back, streaming. I want to know what's happening. You guys all still in chat? Yeah, we go. But anyways, yeah, but I was so used to like those platforms just being a dick. So I'm just kind of like, yeah, you know, I'm used to it. No worries, no problems. 44, Necky's Revenge. Honestly, harder than the first battle, but not by too much. Still kind of fun boss battle, though. Alright, so this is like the final few things I'm going to talk about, and then the final boss, obviously, K. Rool. I want to show you the whole battle instead of, like, talking about it, because, you know, I mean, I'll talk about it, but I'd rather just show you guys the final boss, and then, like, which I'll show you guys right now. Let me get it prepped up first, and I got you. Alright. DKC. Final battle. Here we go. Yep. K. Rool. King K. Rool. Alright, I gotta show you guys this, okay? And then this is it, man. This is Donkey Kong Country 1. I have a Donkey Kong Country video on my channel. You know? And I remember I did promise that I was going to do Donkey Kong Country. Like, I'm going to start playing games on my channel in the future. It's just, I need a better device. I need something better so I can stream games and stuff. But I don't have, like, the controller anymore, so can't do that stuff. But anyways. The iconic battle with K. Rool. Oh, and this theme, I can't remember, something Galleon, like something King Kong Galleon or something. I can't remember the name. I'm sorry for butchering it. But this theme was also very well known and legendary. I remember going through all these phases, and it was just a nightmare for me since I didn't know what to expect from K. Rool. Also, I love how he gives you credits and then you gotta fight him again, where he does this hopping phase too. I loved it. Because I actually thought I was done. I beat K. Rool, beat the game. Wait, you just gotta give him another, like, 3 more hits and shit. Now he's out like a light. And I'm not gonna lie, K. Rool was really hard for me. I remember struggling on him a lot when I was playing Donkey Kong Country for the first time, when I got to him for the first time. Which, obviously, you know, I'm just like, now when I look back at it, it really, I mean, it was hard. It was, and I think it still is. Deserves this title being pretty hard. It's just that I'm not used to it, you know? But anyways, number 47, because 45 and 46, they talk about the K. Rool fight. I was pretty much thinking it was tough as fuck. 47, the OST for this game is fantastic. Fucking Aquatic Ambulance, DK Island Swing, you name it. Like, all the OSTs in this game are amazing. David Wise, this is my love letter to you, man. You did a wonderful job creating and even starting, like, creating all these beautiful tracks. And Rare, you did such a great job starting a new legacy for Donkey Kong, giving him a brand new series that spawned a bunch of games and has been in multiple different people's childhood, and I respect you a lot for that. But anyways, 48. The 3D models of DK, Diddy, all the characters were badass and really good looking. And to this day, it's what DK and Diddy look like. It's not a wrong depiction, you know, of what DK and Diddy look like in this game. And I love this game. I love it. I love those games. I really do. I just do. You know, I love the way they look. Anyways, 49. The credits are pretty cool. Going through all the different characters and Donkey Kong and Diddy sharing a moment was very wholesome and cool. Final thoughts for Donkey Kong Country for Snes. This game is so fucking good. I remember playing it when I was little and never playing past the first Minecart level. Coming back more than 10 years later to finally beat this wonderful game makes me happy. I understand why people love this game, and when it came out, I understand why people say this is easily one of the best platformers on this system. But this game really, really pissed me off with some levels, but that's okay. Every game I share always pisses me off at some point, but seriously, Rare, you sons of bitches, you got me again. Thank you for creating a beautiful 10 out of 10 game. Also, thank you, Nintendo, for publishing it. Y'all want epic-ass platformers that's pretty challenging? Pick this game up. Beaten Donkey Kong Country May 18th, 2022. So, quite a long time ago. And also, Nintendo has this game available on their Switch Online service as well, so you can actually play this game there emulated. You can download a SNES emulator on your Android or whatever the fuck and go ahead and play it that way. I know it's illegal, and a lot of YouTubers don't recommend it because they don't want to get in trouble by the company, which I understand, but I'm not, you know, a big YouTuber, so I can say whatever the fuck I want. Pick this game up, play it any way you can, or just play it on the original hardware if you have a Super Nintendo lying around with Donkey Kong Country, even though that bitch must be very expensive to find nowadays, you know, since it's rare to find cartridges of Donkey Kong Country, like, still around today, you know. But I'm just saying, seriously, play Donkey Kong Country. It is worth your time. Levels may be difficult, but it's never downright too unfair. Sure, there's some unfair moments, but that's so spread out, you won't even fucking notice by the time you're done with the game. Well, you will notice, like, when the moments were unfair and shit, but to be honest, who gives a fuck? Donkey Kong Country is so perfect in every way, shape, or form. It built a new fan base for Donkey Kong. Like, this game achieved so much. Not only it achieved some of the best music in the series, okay, Donkey Country 1 and 2 share that really good soundtrack, but the soundtrack of Donkey Country 1 and 2, mainly I'm talking about 1 in this instance for this video. I will talk about Donkey Country 2 another day. But Rare, you spawned an amazing 2D platforming series with this game, and David Wise, again, your OS key fucking kills it every time, bro, that you're in Donkey Kong's vicinity, and I can tell the love and passion you had when you created DK Island Swing, the vibe you were giving off when you created that song, and Aquatic Ambulance, man, when you created that song, it spoke to me when you created those songs, and especially Sticker Bush, but we'll talk about Sticker Bush another time. Again, thank you, Nintendo, thank you, Rare, thank you, David Wise, for opening my eyes to your music, thank you to you guys for letting me create this My Experience series, watching it every single week. Because if it wasn't for you guys, I would not have probably played Donkey Kong Country or got into video games as hardcore as I did today. But anyways, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you guys so much for spending so much time with me in this live stream. I'll see you guys either next Friday. Hopefully my voice is better by then, so we can talk about the Super Mario Land games. And why don't you guys go check out the Luigi's Wacky Adventure episode? I feel like it deserves a little bit more, a little bit more views, maybe 150 views or something. But I'm just saying. But anyways, also check out my Rayman Game Boy Color games, my experience. That is a decent episode. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Thank you guys so much for spending time with me. And my apologies again for kind of just going live Wednesday instead of Thursday. I just really felt like talking about Donkey Kong Country. I couldn't wait anymore, okay? I'm sorry. But anyways, for real, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.